guys, welcome to this Blender tutorial on how to make a TV simulation. Okay, at your first instance when you open Blender, this is the first scene that you'll be seeing. So you'll be going to General, click on General. Okay, so now at the first instance when you open and click on General, you'll be seeing these three objects. Okay, this is your objects in. We have our camera here, which is this one here. We have your lights and you have your cube. So working on the cube now, we'll be changing this cube to be our television body or our TV body. So we're going to be scaling this down to what we need for our TV. So to scale, you press S. So now you notice that when we want to scale it up, we are scaling the whole body. But if you want to just scale it due to an axis, you click on that axis. Like I want to scale it now on our Y axis. So you click on Y after clicking on S. So yes. So now you can see that we're now scaling it on our Y axis. So I think this okay. Yes. So to rotate this view, since I'm using the keypad, I'm using my laptop keypad, so you just go to this circle over here and you hold on it, and then you can move your mouse and you see that it rotates. So you just get used to this rotation after a little while. So okay, now I'm going to be scaling the other parts, that is these two sides, to make our TV's length. So we're scaling it, press S. I want to scale it on our X axis because the X axis is the red line you're seeing there. So now press X here. So now I'm going to scale it this okay, so you just left click. So we have our TV scaled up. Okay, now I want to raise it a little higher. I want to work on it while it's probably higher than this floor that was in here where the X and Y axis is laying on. So in order to do that, we'll press G. G means grab. So you press G, it's a shortcut for grab. And you press Z to move it on the Z axis. So Z axis. So yes, I think it's okay here. So now working on it while it's here. So now we can't work on the, I want to make a depression here where the screen will be, or we can work on it on the object mode, as you can see here. So now we're going to be going to edit mode, or if you don't want to move there all the time, you can just press tab, yes, and we're in edit mode. You can press tab again to go back to object mode. So you use tab to navigate between objects and edit mode. So I'm just go there, object mode. Yes. So these are object mode. Here we have several tools that we can be using. So now, in order to make the depression, I need to insert this face. So we go to our face selection over here. Here we have the point selection, or I say the vertex selection. We have the edge selection. We have the face selection. So go to face selection. Select this face. You see, it's just this face that is selected. So now we're going to go to insert, which is over here. Here. So now we see the inserts. Then this extrude, this bevel. So depending on what you need, you go to insert. So here you can also see the shortcuts around here. When you click on it, it says I. You can click I to insert also. So once I've gotten the view once, okay, I think this is okay. So you left click. So now I've inserted that. So now with that face selected, we're going to grab and take it a little bit inside. So to also zoom this, you go to this zoom here, you click on it, then you move your mouse, zoom in and out. Or you can also press Control and plus, your plus button or minus button to zoom out. That is the shortcut for zooming. So okay, so just as that. Then here is also to move your view in case it goes outside of your screen. So now I want to push this in this selected face, so I'll press E. I'll click on E. Yes, so when I press E, you can extrude this. So I want to extrude it a little inside, yeah, not so in, so I want it to come up from the back like this, so just a little in. Okay, so now, yeah, so I've gotten our basic TV. Now I'm going to just making something really basic. So I've gotten the TV now. Now we can go back to object mode. We press tab. Yes, now it's our object mode. So we're going to be adding a screen for this TV, and our screen will be a plane. So in order to add an object here, we'll go to this add here. Yes, this add. Click on add. You see mesh. Then you go to plane. Then you click on plane. Now when you click on the plane, it's appears where your cursor is. So let me just delete this. Okay, if you want it to appear at the center here where your TV is, where you're working on the screen, you go to this cursor here. In these tools that you have over here, you click on the cursor, then you're going to click on the spot where you want it to be. Yeah, so when you click there, you go back to your select box mode, then select box tool. Yeah, so you go to add, go to mesh, go to plane, click on plane. Yes, so our plane has come over there. So now we'll be looking from the view of our x-axis, no sorry, our y-axis. Yes, view of our y-axis. If we look at the view of our y-axis, we want to scale this up so that it touches from here to here. So say S, you scale it at the x-axis. Now looking from the y-axis, so our scale will be on our x-axis, so we press S and X to scale on the x-axis. So you scale it up. Yeah, so now you go to, you can drag that so you can go back to your normal view. You just click and drag, I can move it. So now I want us to also view this from our x-axis. So now you press R to rotate. Now you can rotate this manually, but I want it to be accurate, so type 90 or click 9 and 0, 90. So it rotates this at 90 degrees, and you left click. Okay, so we have this done now. So now you notice this shady stuff that is appearing on our screen. That's because the two mesh are lapping together. So we can bring this forward by just pressing G and press Y to move it along your y-axis. Yes, a little forward. So now we see that we don't have that, so I'll fix that problem. Now if you notice this plane is coming out over here, coming out a little here. So I'm going to be bringing it down so it will match this our TV screen. So now I'll press G, Z to bring it down in the Z axis. Then I can also scale that up by pressing S, so to make it a little bit smaller than our TV. Let's scale that up, and yeah, we have it here. So next, what we're going to be doing is that we are going to be putting the texture, or like call it the painting. We're going to be painting this. Now we'll click on our TV object. When we click on our TV object, we're going to be going to shading. Okay, so you click on shading. Okay, so our shading is opening. Okay, so now these are environments when you click on shading. So now we're going to be working on this nose here to paint it. This our basic color. If you want to see that boldly, you can just drag this out and click on properties. Yeah, click on properties. Now if you scroll down, you see this base color, that is what's over here. Base color, you click on it, you go to your black color. Want a black colored TV, say black is always unique. Now want this TV to be a little bit shiny bodied and a little darker, so increase the metallic property of this. If you see here metallic, so increase the metallic property. If you notice the TV, yes, okay, increase it to 1. So now it's way very dark now. So now if you want to just add a little bit shiny, if you want it to be like reflecting lights a little bit more, you can go to your roughness over here. You reduce roughness, you just click on it and you move your mouse to the left. Okay, so I say this is okay, or you can just click on it and just say 0.1 or 0.3. okay, I click out. Yes, so depending on what you need. Okay, but I advise you just move it down like this. Okay, so this is 0.034. so now you can see this. If we go closer, look at the body. So it's okay like this now. So we'll be going back to our layout here, which is at this place. Like in this view now, we're not seeing what we're working on. We're not seeing the colors because it's not in our rendered view. So here's where you see your views. This is the wireframe. Yes, this is the solid which we are working on default, that opens on default. This material view material. Yes, now we can see it here, but what we're really concerned on for your output is your rendered view. So this is your render view. Yeah. Now this is your rendered view. Now rendered view is affected by all factors in your scene, your light. So if I'm going to go to my z-axis, let me scale this down so I will see my light. So now I'm press G. Now if I move my light to the front here and come back here, you see that there's a little lighting on the screen. Because of this light, the light is reflecting on the screen. But if I take it back, let's see the difference. G, oh, you know what, let me say G, Y, so I'll move it along the Y axis. So you see that the lights affecting it in this mode. So you can also work on the lights, but we're not going to be doing that now. We're going to be just working on the screen now. So we're going to be clicking on the screen now. You must make sure that it's, or you can just click from here, make sure that just the screen is being highlighted. So we'll go to our material properties, you click new. Yes, when you click new, you're going to just scroll down. Now we don't want our base color to be white, we want it to, we're going to make our color to be the movie which we are going to be putting in. So we'll just click on this here, then go to image texture. So when we go to image texture, we're going to go to open our movie. So we have Eternals, we have Factory. So let's go to Eternals. Yeah, open. Okay, so now if we are to look at this, okay, so we can just see the first view of our movie. But if we play this, you can press this, you can click on this play here. Okay, let me drag this up. You see that it's playing, but you're not seeing the movie isn't playing over here. Okay, so we'll take it back. just click here. So what we're going to be doing, and that's for this movie to play, is that we're going to be going here, we'll be clicking on auto refresh. So click on auto refresh, then I'm going to be, let me take this back to the first frame. This is what we call the frames. So take back to the first frame now. In frame 1, this is the starting frame where your frame is meant to start from. So, and this is the amount of frames we need for this movie. You can say we want, this is a full movie, so let's say we need 5,000 frames or 3,000 frames. 3,000 frames. 3,000 frames for this movie. Now offset, for this offset is what we're going to be using for this frame. So what we're going to be seeing first. So for frame 1 we'll be seeing, let's say frame 1 for a start. So we'll work on that later. For frame 1 we'll see frame 1. Then we'll click on this dots here, this period that's in here. We'll click on it. Now it adds a keyframe. Now you see this rumbles that appears over here. Now a keyframe has been added to that point. So now what we're going to be doing is we're going to play this, or let's say move it. Let's just move it to our last points here. Then 250, no, 250. So I'm moving to 250. Now I'm going to change this to 250. Okay, 250. So you see that the picture, let's say what we're seeing here is now changed. So we'll click on this again to add a keyframe over here. So add a keyframe. So now if we go back to the beginning again and you play this. Okay, so this is the beginning parts of this movie, but I want to take it to really the middle of the movie so we can appreciate the view that we're going to be seeing. So I'll be going here in first click on this keyframe that I'll be added here. So with clicking on that, you press delete, you delete this keyframe and go back to this side, click on it, it's orange. Now you press delete, you delete this keyframe. So now what I'm going to be doing is that as that is over there, I'm going to be taking this to frame 3000 and okay, no, not 3000, yes, 3050, while this, okay, that is 350, sorry, don't mind me. So here I'll be using 4000 frames, so I can set this from the middle. So let me reset this frame 3000, okay, 3350. Okay, so now we're seeing something over here now. So then we'll go to our last place over here. Now we'll be, okay, let's go back to this place. Let's go back over here and set our keyframe. Insert the keyframe there. So now let's go to this side here too. Okay, and insert another keyframe here. So now when that is done, we can go to the beginning and play this. So you see it's playing. You're seeing the movie over here. So you can go to your camera view to see what your camera will be seeing. Okay, we're not seeing it that much, so we'll move the camera. Shift F. Okay, this is what will be rendered. So I've seen the movie is playing over here. So okay, so that's how you make a TV simulation on Blender. You can also work on your screen. You can increase the you can reduce the roughness to your shading. Then under here, click on this side, then you reduce the roughness. So okay, I don't want to reduce that much, so let's go to normally 8. Okay, so play this. So use the roughness. So this is how to make a TV simulation in Blender. So thank you for watching.